our information safe. But what's really going on here, as we are just months away from an election where electronics and the web may be at risk? Here in a Fox Business exclusive, we welcome renowned cybersecurity expert and founder of CyberScout, Adam Levin. Adam, I know you've had time to look at this. Give us a sense right now, sir, of what you think is really at work with the Twitter hack.
Well, this particular hack feels more like pay for play than it does a state-sponsored hacker. We've seen these before where people will appear, will make an offer, people will buy into it, they'll send money, and then they disappear. My sense is if it were a state-sponsored hacker, they would have been looking to do something far more insidious than you give me 1,000 Bitcoin and I'll give you $2,000 worth of Bitcoin back, because it just seems too transparent to be somebody of the professional level of a state-sponsored hacker.
Well, how do you know this is not some sort of trial balloon, kind of a secret trial balloon where whoever did it wasn't trying to either create some type of diversion or figure out weaknesses in big organizations like Twitter, which could then possibly be mimicked during the election, where we have all kinds of electronics moving across the internet to count votes in states and local areas?
Oh, no, there's no question that, could it be an opening thrust? It could be. Mm-hmm. The difference is, though, that clearly Twitter is going to tighten up what it's doing. The real issue here, too, though, is we're also working in a work-at-home environment now, and a lot of people are not as cyber hygienic as they should be, and that there are real issues when people are dealing with devices that are personal devices as opposed to business devices that they could be using with their kids for homeschooling, sharing devices with people in the family. So this is clearly an indication that we got to tighten up, especially now, especially with the election coming. And heaven knows, when you get to platforms this big and people of this high profile, the things that you could get your hands on that could then be used to influence voters' opinions is very serious.
Check this out, Adam. We are just now, and this is breaking at the moment, hitting the tape, getting a comment from the FBI. The FBI is saying, folks, that the accounts appear to have been compromised in order to perpetuate, just as you said, cryptocurrency fraud. So it does look like it was one of these scams where, you promise something in return and people not savvy enough to really see through that gave in the money. But all right, I'll give you a quick comment on that. And then I want to get to Russia and what's happening with COVID vaccines, because they are trying to hack. There are reports they're trying to hack our attempts here.
Yes, absolutely. And the whole thing was, if you think about it, this was sort of a rolling attack that started with some of the cryptocurrency organizations and then moved to high-profile Twitter accounts. So therefore, that a lot of the cryptocurrency people have been saying that they thought that this was just a cryptocurrency-related attack, and we've seen where millions upon millions of dollars of cryptocurrency have been stolen as people get into the accounts of people as well. So this seems like for the money, guys.
There is a huge race to find a vaccine at the moment and also to find therapies, Adam. I know you know this, but now it appears that Russia has hackers, probably state-sponsored, targeting vaccine companies that are trying to develop vaccines and trying to steal sort of that proprietary information and discovery that is in the process of happening. That is just crazy. I mean, and we understand the Chinese are trying to do that as well. What can labs that probably aren't used to this type of nefarious activity do to protect themselves and their proprietary discoveries and information?
Well, the thing that they have to do is what all companies have to do, is they have to step up their game. They have to just do what I call the 3 M's: minimizing risk of exposure, monitoring, having a plan to manage the damage. And that means you have to secure your systems. That means you have to train your people. that means you create a culture of privacy and security, literally from the front desk to the boardroom and everybody in between, and understand the fact that, we all have day jobs, whether it's creating vaccines, whether it's handling our families, whether it's protecting our businesses. But to a hacker, we are their day job. So, we are constantly under assault, and hackers are looking for intellectual property, trade secrets. Heaven knows that China, they've made a cottage industry out of it, and no doubt Russia's doing the same. No doubt other countries are doing the same. It's entirely possible that our government is also doing the same.
We are doing the same.
Relative to other countries.
All right, Moderna, which is very close right now, at least the closest, up 2%, but all the other names, GlaxoSmithKline, we have AstraZeneca, they're all rushing to find that vaccine cure. Let's hope and pray. All right, Adam, thank you very much for weighing in.